5 caution flags so far, and neither end of the racetrack has been favored for where they have occurred. As you watch from our aerial coverage, brought to you by DirecTV. For the most sports in HD, call 1-800-DirecTV. Jamie McMurray and Jeff Gordon will once again face off from the front row on this restart with 190 laps to go. Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, teammates in row 2. Brian Vickers and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in row number 3. Almost everybody's out of their seats for this restart, except that young fella. Truex and Burton in row 4. Casey Kane and Kurt Busch in row 5. We have 22 lead lap cars, including the free pass car, Jimmy Johnson, as we get set for the restart.
You know what's amazing about Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 car? He was actually involved in our last caution about 90 laps ago.
You know what's amazing to me is how many times the 1 and the 24 have restarted on the front row.
Kyle Busch fighting on the inside against Jeff Gordon. And Kyle Busch takes second.
Well, Jeff Gordon, Larry, just can't get going on these restarts. They just jump all over him. Several cars get by him.
And it just makes me think that we talked a little bit about it earlier, that they're just starting so far down on air pressure, knowing how much it's going to gain on a long run.
And particularly when you have a driver that's complaining about the right front, and I'm sure a lot of that's buildup.
Tony Stewart and Dale Earnhardt Jr. both stayed on the lead lap. Now all the lead lap cars stopped at lap 173 or so. So everybody's back on the same pit cycle as Hamlin gives the boot to Jeff Gordon on the backstretch.
Run 190 mile an hour in the 3rd turn.
Yellow flag.
Caution's out, caution's
Spinner
out.
and hard hit in turn 3.
48 car.
And A.J. Allmendinger, Jimmy Johnson, and A.J. hard up into the wall in 3.
Boy, look at that thing.
Now the caution had already come out when that happened, and
look at that
48 is junk.
I have never seen a 48 car torn up quite like that. She is done. Not a happy camper either.
Darrell, you talked a little bit about it in the pre-race. It has been a rough ride for this 48 team, honestly, whether it's coincidental or not, since we went to this rear spoiler.
That's my observation.
Watch the 48. Things are going to happen up front. There goes the 37, up and around. It's Conway.
He makes slight contact with the outside wall.
But then, that's up in 2. Down in turn 3.
Oh, here comes a...
Jimmy Johnson just nowhere to go. The 43 car of Allmendinger just coming back up the racetrack right in front of him.
That is a huge hit.
So the caution apparently was for Conway into the wall.
Yeah, look at
Not sure why Allmendinger was so far down on the racetrack.
That's brutal right there, man. That is a hard lick.
Jimmy Johnson climbs out.
Boy, Larry, the safety of these cars, the foam in the doors, the driver moved over to the right a little bit, and you can see Jimmy, he's shaking, no question about it. But he's walking away.
More than anything, the safer barriers at every racetrack we go to that they have.
Yeah, it's just a combination of so many things.
Harold, the speed at which Allmendinger came down on the apron and slid up the racetrack. Could that throttle have hung? That car was flying off into the corner.
I don't know how he could have been going that fast, that low on the racetrack. We got to get somebody down there to find out what happened, because that just...
Now we're told Allmendinger is out of the car. The safety workers are getting ready to load it up and haul it back to the garage, but that A.J. climbed out. A long, hard slide, and Jimmy Johnson was in the wrong place at the wrong time in Darlington. Greg Biffle is the free pass car on this caution flag, the 6th of the night, so we will restart with 22 cars on the lead lap. Jamie McMurray, Kyle Busch at the front. Kyle started 43rd. He has not yet led tonight. I think that may be about to change.
Well, we'll see if he's got that restart magic like he had last week.
Green flag, and McMurray comes out firing on all cylinders.
I tell you, that McMurray has been on it. He's been like a jackrabbit taking off tonight. You see Kyle Busch fights that outside around Jeff Gordon there.
Kyle for second, Gordon holds third. Brian Vickers back in the game in fourth. Denny Hamlin fifth, Kurt Busch in 6th. Then Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick, and Martin Truex the top 10.
I think that 18 car is sniffing that lead, Larry. He's wanting it.
Whoa, Busch got in the back of the 11 Hamlin.
Got him loose, I know that.
Kurt Busch, that is, in the 2.
I think what happened, Denny Hamlin in 11 had to backpedal getting off the corner. We've seen that happen so many times tonight.
Yeah, on new tires. When you put new tires on these cars, this tire doesn't seem to hook up real well when it's brand new.
Here's another look at it.
I'm not even sure if there was contact. I believe that 11 was just a little snappy loose off that corner.
Montoya all down to the apron after making contact with the 56 of Truex. That could have been big.
There's not any weather in the area, is there? These guys are racing like the race is going to end here any time.
These guys were battling for 10th right now.
They say it's cooled down outside, but it's picking up out there on the racetrack.
Well, and you know what? I can tell it's cooled down because Kyle Busch in that 18 car, he just ran his fastest lap of the race. In fact, McMurray just ran his fastest lap of the race in that one car.
So did Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, Martin Truex, Harvick, and Earnhardt.
Business
so
picking up.
That's 8 of the top 10, or 7 of the top 10.
And that's just grip. That's just more grip.
Krista.
In the box with Lance McGrew. Lance Dale Jr.'s been having a lot of fun on the radio. Fun in Darlington don't usually go hand in hand for him. How has the track been changing?
I have absolutely no idea what you just said. Dale's doing a great job. We got behind a little bit earlier. We had a cut right rear tire to get off sequence. Lucky for us, but after we pitted, everybody cycled through and we got back on the lead lap. Car's been real good. This is the first time we put on 2 tires. It's been a little tight, but Dale's doing a great job, and all the guys at pit road are doing a great job for AMP and National Guard.
Thanks, Lance.
Earnhardt in 9th place. How much fun is he having? We listened in.
Well, I wish we'd have got 4 tires. God dang it.
I'd rather figure it out now than later, bud. Got to figure out what it'll do, because 2 tires is going to win it. 4 tires is not.
No tires. How about that, none? Will none win it?
It did last year.
Interesting conversation of strategy as Tony Stewart is off pace.
He just hit the wall off turn 2, Mike, big time. Almost spun the thing out. It come around the back, slammed into the wall.
So the trials and tribulations of this 14 car of Stewart continues here in 2010.
So Darrell, what is he taking a lap to see if he can still drive it?
Well, he probably doesn't know how badly it's torn up. And so right now he's trying to feel it out, but it's torn up pretty bad. I think he's going to have to come to pit road.
Stewart stays out.
You'll see him back here, Mike. The thing just gets right there out from under him and gets the back end into the wall pretty hard.
There, it looks like that shoved that spoiler way over to the left out in the wind.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to have to come in and work on. He's not going to be able to drive it very fast like it is.
And that's what I've been watching, because that's what we saw with all those cars that hit the wall in practice yesterday, is it was knocking that spoiler over to the left.
It's kind of ironic to me how it goes, though. And if guys, I mean, all the trouble we had here through the weekend on yesterday was off turn 4. Tonight it seems like turn 2 is giving everybody a lot more trouble.
Not only is it knocked over, you can see the right front corner is turned in. It's going to be a handful to try to drive this way. Their hopes we get a caution and they can stay on the lead lap and get to pit road.
Well, that's what he's going to do. He's going to ride there until he gets lapped, and then he'll come to pit road, which I think he needs to come on now, though, with the damage he has.
Stewart has fallen to be the last car on the lead lap, 22nd position. Matt?
Mike Stewart has said absolutely nothing on the radio. Spotter Bob Jeffrey gave him a couple different updates to let him know.
Oh, around he goes. Stewart trying to ride it out, spins it in the front straightaway, and he gets the caution he hoped for. Sam Hornish around on the front stretch.
There's something has come over this racetrack. All of a sudden, cars are hitting the wall, cars are spinning out. It's like some big change.
Like the lady in black has stepped on her hem.
I think she woke up.
Well, we got 2 of them.
This was the beginning of the caution right here. Tony Stewart, you could see the car go up the hill, gets loose, He's going to spin down onto the apron, and this brings the caution out right here. But at the same time, almost simultaneously, the 77 car of Sam Hornish Jr. coming off of turn 4 gets loose. You can see totally by himself, and he's going to spin out, and that definitely is going to bring the caution. But the good news is Tony Stewart in the 14 stays on the lead lap right now.
I don't know how that Sam's driving that 77 car. Remember how badly it was torn up a few laps ago, wrecked off turn 2?
Carl Edwards will be the free pass car, and Tony's been in free fall. He has lost 10 positions in the Sprint Cup standings in the last 4 races.